have my shirt inside out because this is my work shirt. And yeah, I'm about to take a shower after this, so I didn't want to have to change my shirt. I'm gonna go ahead and do. I'm late to doing this, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a end of October Capricorn reading for you guys, and then sometime this week I'm gonna do the November reading. It kind of depends because I have a guest coming in this weekend, so we'll kind of go from there. But let me go ahead and get started on this one. This one's going to be kind of quick just because I've been busy all day and your girl's hungry, tired. I just want to relax. So, hey, Divine Sunshine. So, I'm not trying to rush it or anything, but I owe you guys a reading. I've just been really busy and hectic, mainly mentally busy, but also physically busy with a lot of stuff. So, hello, Nicole. How are you doing? So we're going to see as we end this October. Tomorrow's the last day of October. So we're going to see what all is going on with you guys. I'm going to use some Oracle cards and then also some tarot. So as we close out October, what does Capricorn need to know as we close? Unplug. This is funny though. Hey, relaxing sounds. So basically this card coming out is like summing up everything. Like I feel like a lot of you are wanting to kind of just distance yourself and cut off communication. So this could even be like blocking people, you know, monitoring your social media as far as like how long you're on there. Really just tired of seeing certain things on the World Wide Web. Like you guys need a break from it. I do see here that a lot of you are going to try to do more things, get out more, experience life outside of your cell phone, your TV, or any other electronic device. So you guys are definitely trying to retreat and break free from the stuff going on. I feel like it could just be overwhelmed. Maybe you guys might be overwhelmed by it. So let me see. Something's just not you're not interested in anything. Look at that, grounding. And on my other channel, I actually had a reading that talked about that. But look, you guys are trying to like find yourself in the midst of all this chaos that's going on. That seems to be the situation every time of election year, and it's just a lot. But I feel like a lot of you are going through personal things to where you just want to unplug and ground yourself. Like you literally want to go outside, smell the fresh air, get out of your space. Anything that feels stagnant, you're trying to remove yourself from that. I also see you guys trying to protect yourself from people because there's a lot of people that are not working on their healing. So they're still stuck in that low vibrational state where they're constantly looking for others to have issues. So that way they can make it seem like, see, look, everybody's, you know, dealing with it, but they're not focused or helping themselves. So a lot of you are trying to get grounded in the sense of like replenishing your spirit, basically. Kind of going back to the basics. Hey, Rhonda. Thanks, Patrice. What else does Capricorn need to know? We have sovereignty. So this reminds me of the Judgment card. I think that's what that means too. I feel like a lot of you are separate from the crowd. Because if you see up here, like all of these three statues are the same color, and then this person's like more lively. So I feel like a lot of you may feel like an outcast right now, because you see things that other people may not see. And I think that that's the biggest issue right now, is that there's a lot of us who are individual, who are not conforming, and then you have the people that are conforming, and it's turning into like a clash because you have to actually work around these people too and be in their same spaces, going grocery shopping. Like it's just people, you can't control actions, but it makes you feel some type of way when you have to be around all these different types of energies. And this is true for any spiritual person. Like we have to monitor who we spend our time with, who we're around. But I do feel like a lot of you are going through a period of trying to figure things out, solidifying what's going to work for you. Oh, you're welcome, Kita Dawn. Let me get 3 more. What else do we need to know? Look at that mantra. So a lot of you are going back like heavy into spirituality, and I don't think it left, but I feel like a lot of you are going back to the basics of spirituality. Like, what was your main purpose of getting into this journey? What do you need to do for protection? There's a lot about protection here. So I don't know if this is preparing you for something to come, but I feel like a lot of you could also be stressed, because this person looks extra skinny on here. So I know some people, when they're stressed, they lose weight, and some people gain weight because, yeah, it depends if you eat a lot. I'm one of the ones that gain weight. So basically, I feel like a lot of you could be stressed by something and you're having to recenter yourself. There's a lot about you being individual and being by yourself. Like these cards, there's 4 cards so far that are all about you being individual and by yourself. Let me get 2 more and then we'll get into the tarot. What else does Capricorn need to know as we end October? We have compassion. See? You guys have that childlike spirit where you genuinely care about the livelihood of everyone around you. Even if they're strangers, until somebody does you wrong, even then I feel like a lot of Capricorns aren't going to wish harm on you, because we already know karma's going to come get you. But literally, this is what you have. You guys are compassionate, and you tend to have a lot of nature, a lot of children, a lot of people just come to you because you are a safe space. Like, you are these people's safe space. And even in this picture, it's like the trees are being cut down, and it's like is that a orangutan? Yeah, the little orangutan is trying to ask her for help, basically. So a lot of you are able to see the good in situations, and also can solve problems. Like, you are able to solve problems on the fly. I think a lot of times people are intimidated by you. They're jealous of you at the fact that you can come up with solutions to problems. But you guys have a compassionate heart, and that's why it's hard for you to be surrounding yourself around others who are not compassionate, because it's really scary. Like, it's ugly and scary. So ugly spirited people, and it's scary. What else? Let me get 1 more. Adventure. So yeah, a lot of you are closing out your October, moving on from things that are gonna bring you stress, things that are not suitable for you. So it's kind of like you're going to that next chapter, that next stage. And I feel like some of you can actually be in contemplation at this time, trying to figure out your next steps. And again, all 4 of these are single women. You don't have to be a woman, but at the end of the day, this is what I'm seeing here. So a lot of my subscribers actually are female. So absolutely, Rhonda. Like, I literally deal with that at work, and it's just crazy. But you guys are going into a new chapter. So whatever, closing out in October, a lot of you are going into a new chapter, and you're not going to be afraid anymore. You know that you have the tools that are required for this next step. So whatever that next step is, if you're in a relationship that's not going anywhere, maybe you guys are leaving that relationship. Maybe you're leaving a job, maybe you're leaving a home, something that is bothering your space, something that's bothering your space and bothering your spirit, you're being led away from it. And there are going to be some blockages. Hey, Trap Flavor. As you can see, because this door has vines. So it's like you're going to be blocked at every step. So every time you try to move on and do something great for yourself and not be always there for others, there's always going to be some type of block. This could even be a lesson or some type of trap trying to get you back into the fold. But I feel like a lot of you are prepared now. Like, you kind of already know the routine. Like, hey, I'm trying to fix some stuff. So of course, when you're trying to fix things within yourself, you're going to always have that negativity like coming full force, because that's literally that negative vibe and energy that's trying to change you back to what you used to be. So you're going to be tested. Basically, that's what I was trying to say. Dang, welding is a dangerous job. Just make sure you wear your safety gear. And this is actually big for Capricorn because a lot of times we like structure, we like familiarity, we like consistency. So to just uproot everything that you are used to, like a actual like template of your life structure, it's difficult. And I know a lot of people, especially like air signs, they're cool with that. Like they don't care. They can just up and leave, go to the next thing, and not have no care in the world. But Capricorns work their whole life trying to make sure everything is just structured, everything's in place. So this is going to be uncomfortable, Capricorn, but you are ready for it. Like you're ready to go to that next chapter. Look at that. Truth. Because a lot of you are being honest with yourselves about what you've put up with, what you've endured, and even your gifts. Like a lot of you have a good communication style, and you know a lot of things too. And with that being said, like be mindful. Like if you guys have dreams about certain things, really ask yourself if it's meant for you to tell people. I tend to yap a lot and run my mouth. So I do actually say a lot, but it's to people that I actually know. So it's not like just strangers. But just be mindful because not everybody's receptive of the information that you are going to provide to them. But I really feel like it's you guys being honest with yourself. Like as we close out October, you guys are being honest with yourself in regards to everything in your life. Like you're speaking up more. And when I say speaking up more, because a lot of times Capricorns are always like very forthcoming with stuff, I'm saying it in the sense of you don't care what people's reactions are going to be anymore. Like you're going to actually do things for yourself. And then at the top we have family. So some of you can be going into a new chapter with family, but even this is like having like-minded people around you, like getting back to that core of what made you. This could even be part of your shadow work, because a lot of times we grow up and we've had situations that have happened when we were younger that maybe we haven't healed from. So I feel like that's what this is saying, that there's something in your past that you're gonna need to be able to move forward. Hey, is it Adro Hub? So let's go ahead and get into the tarot. So whatever it is that you feel is going to revive you, that's what you need to focus on, Capricorn. Like that's kind of what I'm picking up with this. Definitely I am going to do a November, and I'm going to break it down into a November reading, and I'm going to break it down into work, personal, and love, and we'll get more into that. But I feel like we need to start looking more into ourselves. Of course, you know, a lot of people want a good connection and stuff like that. I'm not saying that that's bad, but I really want to give some substance to these readings. So, and for those of you just joining in, I did start another channel where I'm probably going to do like a lot of oracle cards, and it's going to be mainly like overall messages. So not just for Capricorn, it's going to be for any placement. It's called Spiritual Hot Seat 333. I just started. It's so weird to see a channel and it's like so low subscribers, and I worked really hard to get the subscribers on this channel. So hopefully you guys can support that one if you're interested. So what does Capricorn need to know as we end October? Hey, who is she? Yeah, look at that. The Hierophant in reverse. This is kind of also reminiscent of that. So not only the Judgment card, but just loyalty. So this is like you guys are removing yourself. You're not loyal to anything but yourself and other than God. So we're not going to say that we already know that's a given. I'm talking about like earthly people. Like you're not going to be loyal to anything. You're not going to be loyal to a job, a person. If they're not doing anything for you, you are not interested. So this could also be you guys losing hope in something that you were once loyal to. So that kind of goes back to the discombobulated feeling that Capricorn may be experiencing as we close out October, in the sense that you're okay with things not being structured and, you know, on time and anything like that. We have Knight of Wands in reverse. A lot of you are going to be slowing down, taking time for yourself as well. So you're not going to be trying to rush things or, you know, prove like, hey, I'm ambitious, I can get this done like quickly. A lot of you are going to start taking your time. If it gets done within this certain time, great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And I feel like also with this card, a lot of people have expected you to be that person that's constantly moving and fast and, you know, presenting results and stuff like that, or always being there whenever someone needs you. I'm calling it safety net. There was a video I wanted to do yesterday that I didn't do on TikTok about safety nets. But literally that's what this is. So when you guys stop putting in all that effort because you realize that you're putting in effort towards something that is never going to be how you envision it, a lot of people are going to get mad and they're going to wonder like, why are you no longer doing that? So a lot of people rely on you, Capricorn, to actually do a lot of stuff. And I feel like that's why you're trying to distance yourself and unplug, because you're burning yourself out. What else is Capricorn? Look at that. This is taking new opportunities. So this right here is not really something Capricorns do. So sometimes if we take chances, I cannot talk today. If we take chances, it's something that we've probably prepared and researched on for like years. But what I see with this is that you guys are going to take a chance regardless of knowing what the outcome is. For Capricorns, we always need to know the outcome of things. So if we don't, it's kind of like overwhelming and we get stressed out. But I feel like a lot of you are like understanding that sometimes you do have to take that leap of faith and go for it and see what happens. So don't get stuck in this mode or this routine, because routines change all the time. So that's what I see. What else does Capricorn need to know? Look at that, 6 of Swords in reverse. So I feel like a lot of you could be holding on. This is what I was talking about, holding on to like past situations or baggage. And you could also be concerned or wondering how people are going to react to that, like whatever your decision is. At the end of the day, you make your own decision. If you are 18 or older, you are responsible for your own life. So I always say that even the six of Swords in reverse is not always bad, because you can still have past stuff, but it's meant for you to heal from it. Like you might remember how people mistreated you, but then you can think about how your future is like, oh, I've actually overcome that. So now that's no longer a problem or a hurdle. Hello, Phyllis and Shar. So be mindful of that it's not always bad to move on with baggage, and I'm not saying baggage, but past memories of things that happened, because I do feel that the 6 of Swords in reverse is understanding that was a part of your life that was needed and that you're moving on from it, but you're still going to remember that that's where you came from. So for example, I was raised, and a lot of people don't think this because of how I talk and how I carry myself, but I was actually raised in the projects in California when I was younger. And it didn't feel like it because my projects were clean. Now I'm not going to say they didn't have drug dealers and stuff and prostitutes, which they did. But they were clean. Like they kept the grounds clean. Like there was no infestations or anything. And my mom never made it feel like we were struggling. So I take all that stuff from my past to know that in my future, I don't want to go back to how that was. Like, you know, sharing clothes with my sister who's 6 years older than me. You know, baggy clothes, having to go to Payless, which I think Payless is gone now. So stuff like that, not having money, like having to steal food stamps to go to the 99-cent store because I was hungry, like literally stuff like that. And I'm not saying steal. I kind of did steal it. I took it from my mama, but yeah, stuff like that. So it's like you learn from your past. You're never going to forget that. And that's what I see with the 6 of Swords in reverse. You're never going to forget the bad things that happened to you, or even just the mishaps and the setbacks that you've had in your life. You're never going to forget that. It's always going to be your driving force to keep moving forward. And that's where the compassion comes from as well. Because I feel like a lot of people don't understand how hard it is to work to get out of a situation and not want to ever go back to that. So I think that that's probably why Capricorns work so hard because they don't want to be without, like, especially money. because we understand that money makes the world go round. No matter how much you think it doesn't. Like, you cannot live in a place for free. You cannot drive for free. Like, everything costs money, which is sad that we have to pay for a lot of stuff, including water. Water should be free because it comes from the earth, but whatever. And the faucet water, I don't drink faucet water because it makes me sick because they have a lot of chemicals in there. But I've always been like that. I've been sensitive to that for a long time. We have the Hanged One. I feel like with that card, that's you guys just sitting back watching people like be chaotic because you don't want to be a part of that because you guys are enlightened. You've always been enlightened because look at that. That's the enlightened mind that you have. So a lot of you are just sitting back and watching it, I'm going to say burn down, literally, because it's something that you've already felt was going towards this situation. So whatever that means to you, whatever it is that you're just sitting back watching, that's what I see. Like, you're not taking any action on that. Why are they Hanged One here? Yeah, look at that. Judgment. It kind of actually came backwards. I mean, upside down. Something's final for y'all. With this Judgment card coming out with the Hanged One. You guys are done with something and you don't have, there's no second chances. There's nothing, no coming back from it. So if it's a person, so sad, too bad. And if it's a place, then same thing, because people will run Capricorns ragged until we finally give up on it. Yeah, look at that. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. This is my time card. So it's like something was cut off. Something was cut short. Because if it was in the upright, this is somebody that's patient, someone that's actually able to get something going and watch it grow. In the reverse, this is like you cutting things off quickly. You don't care. You're not going to sow into other people because they're not doing it for you. And that doesn't mean you're not compassionate. I just think a lot of Capricorns are starting to wake up and realize that other people don't have their best interest at heart. So they're going to cut off very quickly. And that's not the usual for Capricorns. Capricorns usually give chance after chance after chance. But I feel like a lot of you are wising up and you're realizing that that's no longer going to be part of your life. And definitely I feel like you guys are protecting yourself from that because a lot of people are about to get cut off. It don't matter if they're family, friends, co-workers, whatever, lovers. These people are about to get cut off and it's going to hit them like out of nowhere. Because I feel like a lot of you are focused on your healing over other people. Look at that. I was talking about past stuff, 6 of Cups. So yeah, when you start moving forward, a lot of your past stuff is going to keep popping back up. And I always say that if you keep going through cycles, let's say you stop talking to somebody, right? And then they pop up years later after you've kind of moved on from it and it brings up those old memories. It's kind of like, oh, that's my, I'm familiar with that. I feel like while you guys are trying to move on and going on to these next spaces in your life, you're going to constantly be having these past situations come back. And I think, was it the Day of the Dead? When is the Day of the Dead? Somebody let me know. Because that's kind of how I feel like people are just going to come back into your life and constantly try to get you to come back to where their side is. And this is giving selfishness as well, but definitely something about the past there. Why is the 6 of Cups here? Yeah, the World in reverse. So basically, something's not done. Someone feels like, oh, I'm just going to come back. And it's kind of like a cycle because I do feel like maybe you might have set somebody up to where they know, okay, Capricorn just needs time to cool off. I'm going to come back later. Little do they know you're done. So they're going to keep trying because there's something about you that they want to try to break down. And this can go for anything, job, a supervisor at a job, anybody. They're trying to get you out of character and to prove like, oh, you're not healed. Look at you. So it's like somebody trying to prove that you're not a healed individual. What else they need to know? Yeah, look at that. 8 of Wands. What's going to be coming fast for Capricorn? Or maybe this is going to happen fast. What's happening? Why is 8 of Wands here for Capricorn? Ooh, they ain't trying to pop me in my... Look at that. King of Cups. So, so this could actually be a water sign. Doesn't have to be, but I do feel like somebody from your past is going to try to come back in because there's unfinished business, and they're going to try to rush in quickly. Someone can feel like they're losing you, Capricorn. Thank you, Ida. That's actually cool. It's on a Saturday, right? That's actually cool. One of my childhood friends, she did some artwork. She's a photographer, and it was so beautiful. It was a female and a male skeleton, but they were dressed in the Day of the Dead clothing, and it was really, really cute. But yeah, so back to this. So we have a King of Cups and Eight of Wands. So I feel like somebody feels like they have to rush in because they feel that, okay, I'm losing Capricorn. So this is turned into that. And I kind of feel like you guys are putting all that on the back burner, like work related stuff that's stressing you out, relationship stuff that's stressing you out, because you really want to get back to who you are at the core. And that's why we have grounded here. Like you guys want to get back to that. And grounded is everything earth sign. So I do feel like somebody's going to be trying to rush in. Let's see why this person's going to try to rush in. Why is this person rushing in? Probably because they got cut off. Oh, that tried to flip over. Three of Wands. So maybe they made a decision about something, because Three of Wands in the upright is about planning for the future. And maybe someone just don't have time to do all that. So they're going to try to rush in. But I'm going to still ask another question because that flipped over. So why is this person going to try and rush in? Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So they lost you. So they lost something that was of value, and they know it. So I feel like somebody's going to try to rush in. And this could be last minute, because we're talking about end of October. So someone could be trying to rush in last minute. Why are they doing that? Because they lost out on something, or they don't have anything to fall back on? They lost out on something. So don't be surprised if someone from your past tries to come in and rush in and love bomb you, because maybe a relationship they were in failed, or maybe they're realizing that they didn't provide you the love that you deserved, and they treated you like trash possibly. But yeah, I don't know if this is real love or if they're just trying to get you back into their hold. So be mindful of that as well. This is a sidebar. Yeah, look at that. Because they see you as this. Whoever this person is going to try to rush back in, they see you as a 10 of Pentacles. Dang. Oh, Lord. Okay, it's still recording. For some reason, my stuff stopped, so I'm going to redo this. Sorry, y'all. It's going to be part 1.